I never thought I'd be the guy sitting here, sharing something like this with strangers on the internet. But maybe telling this story will help me make sense of it all, or maybe it'll just help someone else see the red flags I ignored. My wife, Emily, and I had been married for 9 years. We weren't perfect, but I always thought we had something solid built on love, trust, and a lot of shared history. We had 2 kids, a home, and dreams we were still working toward. But one piece of advice from her recently divorced friend cracked it all open. It started small. Emily's friend, Claire, had just gone through a messy divorce. She spent a lot of time with Emily, venting about how her husband had trapped her, how marriage was just chains holding women back. I didn't think much of it at first. I figured that's what friends do after a breakup. They unload. But one night, Emily came to me with this strange idea. She said, maybe we should slightly open our marriage. Nothing extreme. Just room to breathe. I want to rediscover myself. I laughed at first, thinking it was some kind of joke. But when I saw the seriousness in her eyes, I felt my stomach drop. I asked her, why do you need someone else to rediscover yourself? Am I not enough? She said, it's not about you. It's about me. Claire says a little freedom can actually make you appreciate your partner more. That was the first time I felt truly invisible in my own marriage. I refused. I told her, if you want freedom, then go. But don't expect me to sit here while you rediscover yourself in another man's arms. For a while, she dropped the subject. Or at least, she pretended to. But I noticed changes. Late-night texts. Secretive smiles at her phone. New clothes she didn't wear around me. And every time I asked, she snapped, you're being paranoid. One night, I finally got my answer. She slipped, left her phone on the counter, and a message popped up. A man's name I didn't recognize. The words, last night was amazing. When can we meet again? My hands went numb. I felt like the floor had opened beneath me. When I confronted her, she didn't even deny it. She just crossed her arms and said, this wouldn't have happened if you'd been more open-minded. Claire was right, you're too controlling. I can't even describe what that did to me. 9 years, and suddenly I was the problem because I wanted fidelity. For weeks, I was drowning in anger and heartbreak. But eventually, I decided I wasn't going to beg or argue anymore. I was going to show her the cost of what she'd thrown away. So I played along. I acted calm, almost indifferent. I told her if she wanted to explore, I wouldn't stop her. She thought she had one, that I was finally giving in. But really, I was gathering proof. Screenshots of messages, records of her hotel stays, even photos from a private investigator. And then I waited for the right moment. It came on our anniversary. She had planned a family dinner, with our kids, her parents, and even Claire there. She thought it would be a chance to show everyone how strong we still were. Halfway through dinner, I stood up. I looked her father in the eyes and said, I'm sorry to ruin this night, but there's something you all need to know. I pulled out a folder with everything, screenshots, receipts, photos. I laid it all on the table. The room went silent except for the sound of her mother gasping. Emily's face went pale. She tried to grab the papers, but it was too late. Everyone saw. Even Claire, who had been smirking the whole night, suddenly looked like she'd swallowed glass. I said, you wanted freedom, Emily. Well, now you have it. And you'll also have the freedom to explain this to your children, your parents, and everyone else you've lied to. I left that night with my kids. I filed for divorce the next morning. The revenge wasn't about humiliating her. It was about truth. About showing her and everyone else that I wasn't the fool she thought I was. In the end, Emily lost everything she thought she could control. Her parents sided with me, helping with the kids. Claire. She vanished from her life. And the man she cheated with? He disappeared the moment things got messy. As for me, I won't pretend I walked away unscathed. I still carry the scars. But I also carry clarity. I learned that love can't survive on half commitments or slight openness. Marriage isn't about rediscovering yourself through betrayal, it's about rediscovering each other, again and again, through the hard times. And if someone tells you to slightly open your marriage, take it from me, What they're really saying is, destroy it completely. If you're watching this and you've felt the sting of betrayal, know this: you're not crazy for wanting loyalty. You're not controlling for expecting commitment. You're human. And you deserve someone who doesn't need to rediscover themselves by throwing you away.